in every area of our life, right? What school you want to go to, what you want to wear on Sundays, where you want to go for holiday, what house you want to buy, what car you want to buy, all these big decisions in our life, right? We think really hard about it. We consult people, we ask our inner circle, we pray about it, and then we make the decision. But when it comes to relationships, we take our brain and we throw it away. It goes on autopilot. And my question is why? Why do we think, like we God gave us a brain to think, right? He gives us wisdom and good people, right? Why do we apply this to every area of our lives? So when it comes to relationships, you go like, hands off, autopilot, like, Tesla.
You know what it
right?
is?
Hey.
You know what it is? I agree with that. I think, and I'll be the first to say it as real in my life, I think that it's such a huge decision for people that we almost don't want to take credit for it, right? Or almost don't want to take blame for it, right? And by that I mean that it's just such a large decision that you don't want to mess it up, right? And so fear realistically, by default, our initial response in fear is to pass it off. Just like let's just say sports, right? We're gonna take basketball because I always talk about basketball. Let's just get to basketball. Like, if I'm a basketball player and I'm running up the court and I'm about to go shoot this jump shot, it's 2 seconds into the game. It doesn't really matter. Like, it's not the biggest thing. I missed this jump shot. The game's still going. Nobody's gonna be booing me, whatever. Come to the end of the game, we're down 2. I have the ball. There's 5 seconds on the clock. How many people do you know that's gonna take that shot, and how many people you know is gonna pass it off? Most people are gonna pass it off because at the very most, I get an assist for the pass, and it looks good because I passed it to the right person and they made the decision, that worked out well. But for me, like, and sometimes people criticize LeBron for that, and I could get it. I love Bron. Sometimes I think he makes the right decisions. The last game he did it, I felt like he shouldn't have passed that. He should have took it. But that's the thing. When you sometimes have that thought process, it's a bigger decision than it was in the beginning of the game because it wasn't that serious to you. So you think about it. Maybe you talk to somebody about it real quick. You consult with them, then you make a decision. But when it comes to marriage, it's such a large decision in so many people's lives. There's so much pressure on it coming from inside and outside, externally and internally, that we oftentimes want to pass it off because it takes the pressure off of us to make the wrong decision.